by Entech Body Shop.
It's fun. It's fun.
Would you welcome first into the red corner, representing the Bullring Gym, Dean Adkin. And would you welcome his opponent into the blue corner? Are you ready for another fighting tiger, Ali Waller? Three 1.5-minute rounds of white collar boxing. Adkin in the red, Waller in the blue.
So, Dean, we move on to white collar boxing over 3 1.5-minute rounds. Dean Adkin from the Bullring Gym in the red corner. Local favourite Ali Waller fighting Tigers in the blue. And again, if you look at the Bullring, Ashley Gettings there in the corner, been right through it all, boxing, kickboxing, MMA. And they're straight down to it. And I must say, Ali came in looking very, very confident.
He looked very animated. He's a very game fighter, really exciting to watch. Likes wild punches, gets in the mix.
And as you said that, it seems that Dean is cut from the same cloth because neither man really wants to take a backward step. But if we are looking at the technique, I like the lateral movement of Ali. The only thing I'm worried about is he is moving towards the big right hand of Dean Adkin. He needs to move the other way.
Both these fighters standing toe to toe. It was billed in the locker room that these two fighters would stand toe to toe and the winner would be stood and the loser would be down. So it's a very exciting prospect.
Well, as you said, they haven't moved from within one pace of each other. Neither man really wants to give ground. And I like the head movement of Waller, and you get a feeling he's going to need it because, as you said, both men have planted their feet early, and these are not feeling out punches, and that was the first telling blow, and it came from the red corner, Adkin.
Waller clearly has power in those punches. Nice hooks. Nice jab there. Sets up nicely with the double jab. Beautiful stuff.
So at the moment, Dean Adkin looking to force the issue and back Ali Waller up. And it's that right hand that Ali has to watch for.
Ali needs to keep his hands up. He did a good job earlier of pulling that hand up to evade that shot and coming back with his own punches. Oh my goodness.
As you said that, Dean, it was a nice turn by him, but Dean immediately turned him back and landed again. And I just feel across this first round, you've got to say the red corner, he shone for me.
Dean Adkin been able to dictate the pace. I notice he's pumping out that jab. What he's doing there is gauging the distance so he can come in with those big winding shots and ultimately land them and rock Ali Waller.
So Dean, as they're called together for round 2, what would you like to see Ali Waller do differently? Because we felt that Dean Adkins forced the pace there.
I'd like to see Waller, nice, I'd like to see him back up as he does there. I was just about to say he needs to back up and throw uppercuts and right hands on as he exits. He can't exit with his hands down and eat shots like he has been thus far.
But you get the feeling that Ashley Gettings in that red corner said, you can take this, go in, put even more pressure on him, because Dean Adkin has shot out of the blocks there and really trying to keep the pressure on Ali, as if Ashley has said to him, you can finish this here in this round.
Adkin very confident, standing in front of his opponent, able to pump that jab out, still gauge his distance. Nice left hook there.
Yes, you're right, and that's the difference between the two there. The hooks of Adkin are coming over the top of the guard of Ali Waller, and just when you feel he's getting his own momentum, he gets caught by one of those and has to go back to square one.
Waller making a cliched mistake of putting his head down there. If Adkin can time that uppercut right, we could have a knockout here.
Well, the other thing, as you just saw there with that right hand, as we mentioned in the first round, Waller is moving towards the dangerous right hand of his opponent, and he gets caught again. He has to start circling the other way, and there's the uppercut you were on about.
Placed beautifully there by Dean Adkin. He's really coming into his own here. He's dictating the pace with that jab, cutting his opponent off and throwing the punches that are needed to put him up in the scorecards.
And here's the problem for Ali Waller again. He really has to sort this out. He has to start circling the other way outside the left hand of Dean Adkin, because he's getting caught too many times, and there another right hand actually rocked him this time, Dean.
Certainly is walking into that right hand. He really needs to correct that, like you said, Malcolm, to circle the other way, but use his jab to utilise that lateral movement.
That's right. I agree with you. The lateral movement's there. He's just going the wrong way. So 2 rounds down out of 3, and we have Dean Adkin with a big lead. So Dean, as they're called together for the third and final round, could you pick up anything from Ali Waller's corner there?
They were telling him to stand up. They were telling him to leave it all in this ring. They sense that he needs to win this decisively.
Yes, it's a good call. He really does need to come forward. But again, it's easier said than done when there's 2 people in that ring, and Dean Adkin is full of confidence and actually getting, as just said to him, more of the same. I think in the red corner, very little motivation needed, very little change of tactics.
Nice 1-2, coupled with the left hook by Waller there. Adkin doing a good job of moving his head off that centre line.
And Dean, the problem's still there. It's the Adkin right hand. You mentioned the uppercut. He's landed it again early in this round, and then he comes over the guard with the right hand on the end of those combinations.
Adkin has definitely cemented, nice right hand there. Definitely cemented in his mind. He knows now the uppercut and that right hand has found a home. Like you said before, Waller really needs to circle out of these dangerous positions to the correct side.
But there again, it's a double-edged sword. All of us, his corner, you and I have admitted, he really needs this third round big. So he can't afford to go back. He's been rocked there because he's got no choice.
Big left hook there by Adkin lands on Waller. And like you said, Waller doesn't seem to have an answer for this. He's coming forward, putting his head down, standing in front of his opponent when he should be circling out.
Yes, his face is showing signs of damage. I mean, to be fair to him, rock solid, he's still there. He's making this very entertaining. I mean, as we said before, he's known to be game and exciting. He's proved that, but he's come up against a man that does exactly the same thing, but just that bit better. That's the problem.
Adkin's able to get off, just get off sooner, like you said, Malcolm, and land those decisive shots. Rocked Adkin in that round. Waller taking those left hooks, right hands. Visibly the damage on Waller's face. We have it here, Adkin 3 rounds to 0 on Waller. Let's see what the judges have on theirs.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, before I make the official announcement, toe-to-toe action for 3 rounds from these 2 men. What a great boxing match. But we do have a unanimous decision. Our judges in favour of the red corner, Dean Adkin.